Hey, what's going on, traders? Welcome back to episode 6 of our market replay using order flow with the DOM to trade futures. Today we are going to be looking at, where did my time go? There it is. We're going to be looking at 11/2, November 2nd, 2022. Let's see, November 2nd was that a Wednesday? I think that was last Wednesday. Yeah, last Wednesday. Since that is the beginning of the month, I did check on my FX book, and I'll show you that here. Right here. I don't know why that went all the way big. So as you can see, let's see, this is in Eastern Standard Time. If you're curious, right there, GMT -5 or UTC -5. We don't have any high impact news during the time that we're going to be trading, so that's a good thing. Although I would error of caution if you're going to trade. If you're going to do this on like November 3rd or 4th, November 3rd, I think NFP was one of the days. I think there was also some housing or unemployment stuff going on as well. So I think those were two really kind of awkward days. I don't think the market really really knew what it wanted to do that day. So let's see. So we're going to do that. We're going to start at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's approximately 30 minutes after the opening bell of the North American market. So it's going to be the S&P, the NASDAQ, the Dow, the Russell, all that good stuff. Let's talk about the contract. Oh, come on, get back here. Let's talk about the contract size. Can I adjust that? Okay, I don't know. It's in my way. The contract size. It's a little bit different than what I've done in the past. I covered this in my last video, and I'm going to cover it again here because if you've watched any of them in the past, you're going to see that I was aggressively scalping, which there's nothing wrong with doing it. There's nothing wrong with aggressive scalping if you can do it correctly. And I really started to notice that there's a high drawdown with it. And I'm just not that good at it right now. So scalping is literally all about the entries, and if you can't get it right, you're gonna not only be wasting money, and if you're using a high amount of contracts, that's a lot of fees. It's a lot of commission. For me on micro minis, and the ES is about 60 cents per side, so it's about $1.20, round trip. It's not that bad, but when you start adding, 10, 20 contracts, you're looking at $30 plus for, or almost $30 plus, just to trade, that one bracket. So here I've got one here in my strategy manager. So when I click on the bid or the offer, it's going to automatically open up this bracket. It's going to be the one cancels the other. 20 ticks on the stop, 20 ticks on the take profit. One thing you'll see me do is I will manipulate the stop. However, I will never, I shouldn't say never, but I won't manipulate the profit target. There is another strategy that you will see me play in here from time to time, and it is to use two contracts, open up, without a bracket order, and I'll manually place my stop, and I'll just kind of let it run around a little bit, and then I'll sell one to kind of take in a little bit of profit, and then I'll move my stops around. So those are a little bit longer plays. These are kind of like a little bit shorter interim, but I do kind of play around with both of them, so kind of keep that in mind. Tour around the trading platform here. We've got the DOM. These pretty colored bars here are the profile the volume profile. Now this is the volume profile for the entire session, and yeah, I mean, there's really not much to say about it. You know, resting bids or resting offers, resting bids. These are the market orders, or the orders that are getting filled on the inside, or it's also known as the inside bid, inside offer. Here are my my P&L, my positions. I'll update this once I get things going here. But the whole point of you guys seeing this, and for me, I normally hide this lower portion because I don't really want to see my P&L. The only thing I really want to see is my previous positions, because I want to see the outcome of a certain level. You know, like if I went short at, you know, 805.50 and it was a loss, I can kind of look at my MAE, MFE, and I can kind of gauge, you know, when I entered that trade, did it just, you know, run by me? You know, was my MAE really high compared to my MFE? If that's the case, I may want to, you know, heed caution in, you know, shorting that again. So it's just kind of more notes for me. It's just kind of visual. The P&L is, you know, I kind of hide that. You'll see that down here. Let's see, I got the tape, or no, I got the DOM, got the P&L. Reconstructed tape here on the side. This is the one on the left. Reconstructed tape is basically all of these orders kind of recompiled into something a little bit more meaningful. So I have mine set to 15. So any trades that come in that have a fill lot size of 15 or greater are going to show up here. So you see 16, 18, there's a couple 15s in here, a couple 20s and a 30 at the top. 15 I think is kind of the sweet spot for you know, the ES right now. You know, when it does get really thin, and this is more, you know, the resting bids and offers are sitting around, you know, 1100, somewhere around 1100 to 1200. I will bump this up to about 20 or 25. That's just because this thing really starts ripping, and the actual tape here on the side, this is just basically going to show everything. So yeah, there's no settings on that. I mean, you can have some settings in here to kind of alert you. I'm not wearing headphones, so I'm not going to use it. I don't actually, to be honest, I don't use it at all. So yeah, other than that, guys, I think I've spent enough time kind of running through this. I think it's a little bit longer than I wanted, but other than that, anything else about the trading platform you can find down in the description below. This is Jigsaw Day Trader software. There's also I got this trading software with the package, the Order Flow Foundations package with Jigsaw. Again, down in the description below, there's a link. You can check it out and you know, see it for yourself. I'll be doing a review on some of that stuff here in the future, so keep an eye out for that. And other than that, let's jump into this. Again, I just kind of spent, you know, almost 9 minutes kind of running through this, so a little bit longer than I really wanted to. So let's jump into it, and I will. Yeah, here we go. And again, it's going to be about we're going to shoot for 35 to 45 minutes of deliberate practice in here. Again, you know, P&L is nice, but you know, we're really trying to focus on order flow and the actual entries more than focusing on P&L. P&L is nice. It's a nice by factor. So all right, anyway, I'm gonna stop talking. I will do a kind of a debrief at the end, so if you're interested, you know, scroll to the end, see how we did. Other than that, you know, just kind of focus on the entries, watch the tape with me. You know, take some notes. You know, if I enter here and it runs away, you know, rewind and you know, kind of recheck the order flow. What did I do wrong? What did I do right? Stuff like that. Let me know down in the comments below how you guys are doing on this, or you know, if you have any suggestions on you know, anything that I need to improve on. So, all right, guys, I promise I'm gonna shut my camera and my mic off. We're gonna do this now. All right, here we go. All right. Hey, so just real fast, I do want to point something out. The reason why I cut this trade a little bit short is I want to point out. So this is why I keep my a list of my trades up. So 845.75. So 845.75 right here. If you look at the MAE, so when I placed this trade, when I entered, it didn't go very far in my favor. And the MAE, with the MAE being a lot higher, that means it went really fast. It didn't it stayed in the negative a lot longer than the in my favor during the duration of the trade. So to me, that really kind of showed a little bit that this might be a pretty solid support area. So I just wanted to point that out. I really don't know if it is, but that's just kind of my assumption, since we seem to be coming down here, going back up, coming back down, going back up, and the fact that this trade went against me so hard. So just thought I'd pop in and kind of point that out. So yeah, all right, let's go back to trading. So. All right, so that concludes our replay trading. So made it about 35-36 minutes here. As you can see, I mean, there's not a whole lot of action. I mean, we essentially just kind of stayed within, I want to say, probably about 8 points. It's not, that was quite boring. That was kind of grueling, I'm not gonna lie. Normally what I look for are kind of like, you know, like these, yes, there's nothing even on here to even show. Actually, no, I digress. I mean, I think there's like maybe 8 to 9 points. I don't even think we made it up here. But anyway, like I'm typically looking for like these little build-ups, a quick pop, and you can either, you know, do one of two things. You can either fade the pop back down and get a nice little quick scalp, which, I mean, you have to be ready for those, or you let it pop, dwindle down, and look for a second entry. The second entry is kind of what I prefer, but I don't think I even really saw any of that. I just saw it's a bunch of this wiggling around, you know, 40, 60, 70, you know, contracts. Not a whole lot going on. So if you're planning on checking out, you know, Wednesday, November the 2nd, 2022, around 10 o'clock, and you want something nice and slow, you know, the ES is quite slow. So yeah, not really sure about how oil did or how the Nasdaq did. Nasdaq tends to run quite fast, so it'd be interesting to see what that looks like around this time. Excuse me. Other than that, guys, that's really all I got. Again, all of the links down in the description below are literally all of the tools that I use. I won't ever promote or you know, share any links to anything that I don't actually use. Otherwise, I find it's a waste of money. But go ahead and check them out. You know, if you like something, click on it, buy it. You know, you get a discount. I get a small kickback. That's just kind of how it works. You guys know that. Just a little transparency there. Look, I mean, now I think we're kind of picking up. But anyway, all right. Yeah, there was a little bit of a glitch here. I'm not really sure where that came from. I think it was sometime around like this. You know, our third trade. I kind of went into open the order and it was like automatically negative like $50. I'm like, okay, I'm not really sure, but we ended up positive, I don't know, what, $20 or so. I think that's pretty good. I mean, we 35 minutes, you know, $20, that's, you know, you can do that, and it's $40 an hour minus contracts, so not bad. So other than that, you know, leave some comments down below. Let me know what I missed, you know, what I could do better. Let me know how you're doing. You know, again, these videos are, you know, yes, they're for me to kind of go back and look at, but they're also kind of an accountability for myself to make sure that I do them, and that I'm striving to improve. And, you know, I'm hoping, even if you don't actually, you know, watch these, because I know they are boring, and it's boring to watch a little price go up and down on you know, someone else's screen. You know, play the video and actually just maybe use that time frame, you know, this video, you know, 45-50 minutes that this runs, use that as your time to do the same thing. You know, you use that as the same thing. Let me know down in the comments below, you know, what you guys think, what you're doing. And other than that, I will see you guys in the next one. Later.